Hey, what's up, you guys? There goes Carvana. One more box checked on the how to full-time RV for us. There's Lisa up there. She just sold her car to Carvana. Be right back. Wow, look at this, you guys. Isn't that a better view to wake up to? There's Big Bear. Let me take you outside. There's our three beautiful granddaughters. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. Camping in that park, I guess, if you can call it camping in that. Yeah, it was camping, I guess. It served our purpose. But we don't want to do too much of that, especially when they're that close together. But look at this. Oh, I smell the pines. We're gonna probably get a full moon up while we're up here. Awesome. Yeah, so we're on the road. Officially on the road. And not just this road. Every road. Look out. Hey, yeah, we want to sit down and tell you guys, you know, a little more in depth about why we did some of the things in these how to go full-time RVing videos. So we will be right back with that. Hey, you guys, yeah, that was a beautiful walk. Oh my gosh. Compare that to the last, we've been in the RV for 3 weeks now. 3 weeks and 1 day. But this compared to that RV, the RV resort, it met our purpose, but anyway, we're on the road. We've gone through these steps. So we're just gonna kind of tell you about some of the things that we may or may not have mentioned, or maybe briefly mentioned it. So I'm gonna try to keep it kind of short, but just some things that we had to consider and think of. And I hope the wind isn't getting it too. It is really windy. It rained last night. We went from 100 degrees, you know, yesterday morning it was going to get up to it had to be low 40s last night, and it rained. Oh, it smelled so good. Still smells good, but so yeah, okay. At the beginning of this video, you saw Carvana picking up Lisa's car, and they gave her a very reasonable offer. So why'd you sell it to Carvana?
Well, it was a great deal. I mean, I suppose if I had sold it privately to someone, I might have made another $1,000, $2,000 on it. But the uncertainties of when I was going to sell it was just something I just couldn't deal with. I needed the car up to last minute. So by selling it to Carvana, I knew that I could arrange the car to be picked up when I wanted it picked up, so that the car was sold in time. By the time we were on the road, and that we were not stuck with the car when we wanted to go on the road. So it was a very easy process. It was so easy, everything online. And so that was I feel really good about the decision and the deal that I made with them.
Yeah, he was a couple hours late, but I guess they double booked him. But no big deal. We got it done, and that was just Wednesday.
It gave me a chance to use my car up to last minute to get those last minute errands, grocery shopping, visit family, all that last minute stuff that needed to get done.
Yeah. Okay. And then after doing research, we've been looking at doing this for a year,
Yeah.
and just researching, watching other full timers, and. A P.O. box, a mail forwarder for our important mail, because we don't have our house is right here, the Prowler. It's right behind you. So we needed for important. Most you get is junk anymore anyway. But like maybe the registration for either vehicle, we need that forwarded to us. So we found this mom and pop mail forwarder P.O. box. And
she was great, very friendly, really nice person.
We checked out, and I'll say it, we checked out UPS store, and because they do the same thing, but we're real comfortable with them.
Yeah, they doesn't seem real informed or taking the time to explain anything to us.
It was like both times that we talked to two different stores, and they didn't really know what they were, about the mail forwarding, or maybe we weren't explaining it correctly to them. But the lady at the mom and pop, she knew, so we were comfortable with her.
Yeah.
So that's where our important mail is going to be going.
And it's nice because we gave her permission to sort through the mail to get rid of all the flyers and all that garbage mail, so that does not go in our mailbox. And when they forward the mail to us when we request it, we only get the stuff that's in there that they feel was important. It's not the garbage stuff, advertisements. We won't have any of that forwarded to us. And then we just do it by emailing her, so there's record of it. We just email her and say, hey, forward the mail to this address now, please, and it's done. So we have our keys. We have keys to get in after hours. So if we happen to go through town at night or on a weekend or something when it's not actually open, we can still get in there to get our mail. So that's pretty good.
And we went and opened a joint bank account just for this adventure. We have never had a joint account before, so we did this just for this adventure. I'm going to try and pause when I think the wind is really getting you. But anyway, because we're going to do this on a budget, and we're going to each put an equal amount into the bank account every month, and we've already written out a budget where 3, 4, 5 months down the line, we'll show you that budget and how it worked for us. So out of both of our accounts into this joint account, we're gonna put equal amount of money, and then everything that we do concerning this traveling and our adventure comes out of that account. So our grocery shopping, our gas, our happy hours, our dinners out, our entertainment. We tried to think of everything that we would do on the road and put it into this account, so that we feel like we're both equally participating and putting the money in, and not one person's doing more than the other. We got debit cards coming for each of us, so that'll be great, and we don't have to be asking each other, hey, I spent this much money, you owe me this much money. We don't need to do that now. And then any money we have left at the end of each month, we're putting it into the savings account as for our rainy day account. So if something should happen and we need some extra money, like the air conditioning, we have some extra emergency fund saved up already. And then we're just going to be keeping all of our receipts and kind of evaluating it, month to month, seeing if we need to maybe change our budget a little bit, maybe reallocate certain funds into different areas, so that we can kind of stay on track and really work on keeping within the money that we have chose to put in. I think a big part of the budget right now is going to be the big bear back there with the gas mileage and shutting down pipelines and all that stuff. So I think that's going to work really good. And I'm hoping that our budget is a little higher than it even needs to be, which I think it might be. So I'm thinking we'll be able to put some in savings every
This month we definitely will.
And it isn't a whole lot. It's gonna, when you guys see it, when we show it to you, it'll be less than what you think it is.
We based our budget on listening to other full-timers.
Yeah.
And they kind of, just talked about how, certain levels of money get you certain levels of, entertainment or how high you want to live. And definitely right now we are into boondocking. So that is not going to require a lot of money. We enjoyed it. We want to experience it and do that and use those apps for Boondockers Welcome and things like that we can talk about later to keep our costs down.
We plan on boondocking probably the next 3 weeks. We are waiting for a camper shell, a pickup topper for the bear here, and that's supposed to be like the first or second week of June. Once we have that, then
we'll leave Arizona.
When they call and they're down in Phoenix, and when they call and tell me that they have that, then we're going to head down there, get that topper, come back up here wherever we happen to have the prowler, and pick it up. And then we're going to hit. So we're going to be bouncing around Arizona for the next 3 or so weeks. So.
And gives a chance to really stay and boondock, which we have not had a chance to even do here. It's always been the long weekends. Try to extend a weekend. Now that we're both retired, we have the chance now to do this and stay and visit some places that we haven't had a chance to enjoy before.
And one thing that we just bought this RV, so it wasn't like we've been camping in it for the past year or two where we already had stuff in it, we already knew it. We just bought this, so we've still got a learning curve with the prowler. We had to stock it, bring all it, figure out what this is full time. This isn't just weekend camping. So we think we got that figured out. Maybe we got too much in there that we'll be bringing out, but. So that was kind of a hurdle that you probably already have an RV that you could full time in. So you're lucky that way.
Well, one of the advantages I think for us right now is that we're staying here in Arizona, having to go back down to Arizona or back down to Phoenix, is that I loaded a lot of stuff inside. But I also knew that once we settled and kind of start, rearranging and putting stuff places, I also was going to go back to Phoenix and I can put stuff back into storage if I didn't need it. I wasn't quite sure on some things. Like I said, this is full time. We're not sure what's going to fit, what we're exactly going to need. So I kind of probably overstocked on a lot of stuff. But now I know I already got a pile going. I don't need this. I'm going to take this back and put it into storage.
And there's a couple things I'm going to grab out of storage because I want the topper because it's going to be stored in the back of the pickup.
Yeah, it'll be secure, so we can put stuff in there.
Yeah, so.
And I guess we really kind of want to emphasize with all this that this is not a quick process. This was not. We took a year of researching and looking and looking at RVs, as you have seen, and talking about what we wanted to do. But I also had to close up a house. Luckily, I was only renting a house, so that made it easy. I didn't have to worry about selling. But it was trying to decide, what am I going to put in storage? What needs to go into the RV? What am I going to get rid of and try to sell? That was difficult and very stressful and took a while to do that. My biggest suggestion, if you are trying to shut down a house and thinking about doing this, start going through your stuff now. It is never too soon to start clearing out and cleaning out things that you really don't need. I chose to have a storage. A lot of full-timers don't have storage units. There's certain things I couldn't get rid of. Maybe down the road I will, but right now I chose to do a storage unit and put certain things in there. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But start cleaning out. Start cleaning out now and deciding if you have family that you want to give stuff to kids, give it to them. Let them have it now and then let them enjoy it. And it'll make your transition a little bit smoother when you're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's check the napkin.
We were out there at a happy hour making a list of things we kind of thought we might be interested in covering here. I know there was something on the back too. Okay, no, there's just nothing there.
Well, we've definitely got more stuff for you guys in the future about this whole process. Boom. I mean, we've been living in it 3 weeks and on the road 1 day. So
We'll show you some ideas. I'll show you some ideas that I did inside the RV to help give more room. And you know what? None of it is original for the most part. It's stuff that I have taken from other RVers. Pinterest was wonderful. So it's ideas that I have taken and either made my own or have used. And I'll just show you kind of what worked for us. And that's really what it is. Take all your ideas, start gathering the ideas. Get a notebook and start writing things down that you think would work for you. And then when you get your RV, if you haven't gotten one yet, then you can start applying that, you know, to the RV and say, okay, will this work? Can we do this idea? Can I do this? And we're also in the process of still renovating. We still have to finish painting and doing our floors, so that holds up a lot of stuff too that we can't really quite get finished.
Well, I think we better, it's getting kind of long, so we might want to end it.
Yeah, and the wind has been very good
but
so far.
I just want to run them around the RV and show what kind of power we got.
All right, well, thanks for being with us.
Okay, let me show you guys what's going on here. Got my solar panel up, and it's keeping the 2 batteries charged. Right there, it's been doing that's that Renogy. I did a review on it oh gosh, a couple years ago, so check that out. Those are awesome. And then I haven't had to use it yet, but there's that generator that we bought. I went and got a 6-foot cable here so it wouldn't walk off when we're out exploring. So, oh wait, the wind is just going. Anyway, love each and every one of you guys. I'm gonna leave a link in the description and my Amazon associate link. If you need anything from Amazon, so much appreciated to you use my associate link, and share this with a like-minded person, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I hope the wind noise wasn't too much. See you next weekend.
Bye.